So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my tarot buddies. If you are journaling with me today, great. We'll do a little deep dive on the card that was pulled for today. If you are just doing this for your daily read and inspiration and meditation, great. Please follow along. And I hope if you like this, give me a thumbs up. And we'll be doing this content all the time. So I guess it's time to start asking if you'd like to subscribe to my brand of tarot interpretation and humor, then please give me a click on the subscribe button. Oh, goodness. That's a new one. And here we go. Today's card that was pulled is the Eight of Cups. And if you have been following along and are doing the daily tarot journaling with me or doing the daily read with me, the last card that we pulled on November 4th was the Hermit, which is all about making the choice to leave behind those things that may be draining you physically, emotionally, spiritually, and taking the time to go on the path to recharge you and your need for being at your best and highest, and making sure that you have enough self-love, that you're giving you, taking care of you, that you have self-care, that your tank is full so that the others around you can't deplete you. So today, it looks like we're still on that journey, and it is about moving on, leaving the things that you enjoy, have worked for you in the past, and moving on to that path that we've been talking about, making choices for like the last 7 days. And we had the Two of Wands show up, which was all about making decisions between, one choice or the other, whether it's in work or in love, travel. We have lots of creative ideas that we have to choose between. Then we got the Hierophant, we got the Hermit, which is also about, taking that path of self-reflection and inward, looking to see that we are doing what we need to be our best self, whether it's through a spiritual journey or a healing journey, but to take the long approach to our life and making sure that it is on the right path. Now today we have the daily cards saying, okay, you've made your decision. You are taking on board the life lesson that this new journey is going to be teaching you. It's time to pack your bags and head out on the road. And this is an emotional, it's a very emotional thing to take that journey, to make that choice, to go off on that path into the dark woods. We don't know exactly how the outcome's going to be. It's not real clear yet that it's going to be a success or it's going to be what we planned it to be. There is hope that it will be there. There is indications that if we have done our work and we've done our planning and we are prepared for this journey, like Joseph Campbell said, it's one thing to want to follow your bliss. It's another thing to be prepared to follow your bliss. If you are unprepared for the journey ahead, oftentimes stepping off into that unknown is like the fool about to step off the cliff. You're going to go into free fall, and you need to have faith that the hands of the universe or the hands of God or your ability to handle the situation will catch you from falling too far or falling to a point where you have a failure or a perceived failure. So here we are, we're on our way. So let's look and see what the other cards have to say. This is the Divine Tarot, which is talking about fables. And this is the Dreaming Way. And we all have 3 cards that are basically all telling us the same way. They're leaving behind what they know, what is comfortable, what has been successful, what is their everyday life, and heading off towards the unknown. They're all looking off into the future. I believe in the tarot cards that when figures are looking off to the left, that is the past, and when figures are looking off to the right, that is the future. And all of these are going to the right, to the future. It is obviously an unknown thing because we have the moon. And the moon is an indicator in all the tarot cards that the path is not clear. There are shadows. We do not have all the knowledge that we need. Nothing is quite clear yet, but we have set our journey. We're going to take that trip. In mythology, this is, per this author, Joshi, they are saying that this is the Prince of Egypt, Moses. And when he was found, he was then raised as a prince. And yet his spiritual need, his spiritual journey that he started to take via the hermit, if you want to say, was to turn his back on being a prince of Egypt and to go and be part of the Jewish community and to take on that responsibility of leadership of these people and to take them towards their higher purpose in life. So that is the story that he's using here to illustrate, what it means in the Eight of Cups to turn away from that which that which is comfortable, your safety zone, your safety net, and to stretch yourself beyond that point into being uncomfortable and not really being sure-footed or where you're going is going to be a success, or you don't know if it's going to turn out the way you hope. This one in the Eight of Cups by Choi is much nicer and softer and fuzzier because I like his deck because it is calm. It's not quite so dramatic as these two. It is a person definitely going forward on their journey, determined. Once was comfortable and secure, and I can do it again. What I've done before, I can do it again. It'll just be in this new capacity. Here in the classic deck that we see, again, they're using the symbolism of the moon, of the water. Cups is emotions. Cups is, often associated with relationships and love and partnerships. And we could say in our daily read, if we're focusing on, what does this mean in my today's right now? You've been being asked by the tarot deck for many days now to make a choice. And in Cups, it is more prevalent and it is thought to be more about the relationship between two humans. Now, that can be love. It can be a romantic partner. It can be between two friends. It can be between two business partners. It can be between your work and you as an employee. There are emotional bonds in all of those settings that now may be the time where you need to brush up that resume and start looking for your next path so that you can level up, so you can become that person in business that you want to be. Staying where you are, even though it's comfortable and is successful, may not continue to put you on the path of where you want to go. You may have to take that choice, make that choice to move on. In a love relationship, this can happen too, whether we like it or not. People grow apart. What brought them together in the first place may no longer be strong enough to keep them together. Love relationships and reading tarot about love relationships is tricky because there's many more factors involved. It's not just all about me and what I want. Oftentimes we have to consider who else is involved in relationship. Are there children? Are there finances? Are there other things that elderly people that need to be taken care of? There are many other things that happen in a long-term relationship that impact whether there is a decision to stay or go. So I can't make that connection here for anyone today, but I do feel strongly that if this, in the short term, if this is a short-term relationship, this relationship is no longer meeting your needs. You need to turn your back on or move away from or make the decision to seek the better option, to respect yourself and to move on from this person who may not be, although they look great. Obviously, they've got lots of cups there. There's lots of, emotional reward. This just may be a time where you have come to know that you need more out of a relationship. You need more than just the good times. You need more than just splash the cash. You need someone who's going to be there for you in the tough times. You need someone who's going to understand your heart, and you need to go in that direction that will hopefully lead you to your best life partner, maybe a soulmate. Not an easy decision to make. Just like Moses in this, it was not an easy decision to make. There were many obstacles. There was rejection by his family. There was suspicion by the people who he came to lead. It's a story of real inner strength and conviction of belief that that's where you need to be and that's the direction you need to go. And the cup of eight, or the Eight of Cups, is also telling that, is even though it may not be clear, there may be shadows, there's no clear-cut success or outcome that you're going to derive all the benefits you hope you're going to derive from this. It is something that you need to do. You're almost driven to do. You every fiber in your being is say, I've got to go in this direction. I have to take this chance now. Here's the opportunity, and if I let it go by, I will be disappointing myself and maybe missing out on becoming a better self than I am now. So that is today's deep dive. I don't know let me know in your comments what you think. Give me a thumbs up. If you like this way that we're discussing the tarot cards as we do a daily read, and when you're doing the journaling, I always encourage you, if you have your own deck, find the card that corresponds to this Eight of Cups. Take time to look at what you feel are the key points that this is telling you. The Eight of Cups does look kind of gloomy and a little sad, but it also means there's a lot of determination. There's a lot of strength here for someone to walk away from everything that is helping them, support them right now, and to walk away what is comfortable and what is safe. Takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage. So just because the surface looks a little gloomy doesn't mean that there isn't a fire in your gut that is driving you forward. So, don't let the watery sort of emotional murkiness that is being portrayed in this Eight of Cups overshadow what is actually happening in the Eight of Cups. So I hope that if you are making your decisions based on good planning, good information, and you have taken the time to do your internal assessment of your own needs, and that you're safely proceeding, knowing that, you know, there is no guarantees, but to take this is an important part of your life journey, then today's card is saying, you know, go make that decision, go make it happen. You know, and again, sometimes we get into like, it's big, grandiose stuff. Like, you know, this, it doesn't always have to be grandiose, guys. We could be doing, I mean, you can, you know, it doesn't always have to be the macro. It can be also be the micro. Let's look at, you know, it's possible that you've been meaning to change your diet because of health reasons, and you researched, you know, is it the Mediterranean diet, is the low carb diet, you know, you've done all your research, you've done all your planning, you've talked to your doctor, and you're going to make the decision today to clean out the refrigerator, to, you know, take out all the bad stuff out of the pantry and go to the store and buy the, you know, start that new dietary lifestyle. You know, it could be that. So let's not make this all about, oh, I have to divorce my current partner, or I have to quit my, it doesn't always mean that. Sometimes it's something much smaller and much more, you know, today, right now, in getting the car tuned up. I mean, buying a new car. There's lots of things that this can be, you know, in everyday lifestyle. This, you know, changing schools, changing your major, learning a new language. And who do you use to learn that new language with? There's lots of little decisions, lots of things that you can use tarot to help you winkle out, figure out what the little details are that maybe you're missing, maybe you're taking, you know, maybe you're taking this all too seriously. But sometimes the tarot does talk about the big picture items and the things that are really life heavy. So that's what's great about your daily read, and what it means to you. You don't always have to go off the deep end into the dark forest with the hermit to search, you know, for the big meaning of life. Sometimes it's just not that. Sometimes it is just, you know, I need to lose a few pounds, and the best way to do that after all my research is this option, and I'm going to start it today. So, you know, let's remember that tarot should be a way for us to reflect and bring more joy to our lives. And if I've been able to give you maybe a little bit more of a lighter view, how to look at reading tarot, good, because it isn't all about, you know, the stars aligning and, you know, finding your soulmate, and it can be, and a lot of people want to use it for that. Sometimes when you're reading for yourself, it's not always about, you know, big monster decisions. Sometimes it really is about, you know, being more on a practical basis in your daily life. So on that note, I wish you many blessings. I hope today is fun and enjoyable for you, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.